Let us try.
All right, let's try.
Yeah.
I'm
Do you
using.
watch the debate? Did you watch at the same time, or you see the videos?
No, I saw the videos on the internet. Where are you
And
talking about the debate when
I
the
think
guy
it's good.
hit the guy in the head with the chair?
The chair. I think it's a good subject.
I like that. It reminded me of wrestling. You know, when I was a kid.
What?
Y'all never watched that wrestling down here in Brazil, right?
Western version.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. They would get those old chairs, fold them up, and then hit the guy. Yeah, yeah,
But I like this. The old is like the old video. I think it's the 80s.
yeah.
Like
Those like
some the guys. How to say is the
yeah, the
name in
wrestlers.
Brazil?
Those like coked up gay dudes, right? They were all
Yes,
just blown
Brazil
red.
is luta livre. Luta livre here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a wrestling, but Brazil people say luta livre. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Good, good.
actually, I saw it today because I don't have time or desire to follow politics, but I do, waste a remarkable amount of time on TikTok. And I saw the guy, like the guy who got hit. He had an arm sling, you know. Yeah,
Yes.
that's something. I thought, okay, stop it. That man's a true politician, you know?
Man, that's you say that it's a true politician because he used the things a long time ago. Some girls told me about this guy, but when I listen, oh, I don't like this the idea the how to say that like he was or he is a coach, and I don't like very much this idea about
A coach?
telling people,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
lowest. That's the lowest form of human. Coach.
No.
You know?
Because yeah, it's easy. It's easy to say something. For example, you need to try that. You have results doing that. If you can't doing results like me, you are a fucking loser. You need to you did it wrong because I told you need to do like this shit you didn't do, and you are a loser. And like he play like this. I don't know why, but I never bought anything from him. But this girls that told me about. I start listen. I listen a lot about interviews with him. Man, I can't buy the idea of the what he thinks. But the only thing that I realize is he's good in market. He tried everything he need to appear on the media, and he knows how to the how to say the cuts in Brazil. The court is he
Well,
knows
it's
everything.
sound bites. He has all the perfect sound bites, you know?
Yes, people say here clickbait. We don't say the same thing. Clickbaits and some I don't know.
Well, I think clickbait, I could be mistaken, but I think clickbait is like
Yeah,
intentionally deceptive, right?
mhm. I don't know, but the only thing I can see he's good doing about marketing, digital marketing. He's good doing it, but as you say, as a politician, he's here. He's doing good because man, politics so complicated. You are more specialized on this field than me, but I like to watch the debate and see what each candidate are talking about. But I think it's more fighting than purpose and talking about the how to say the
Yeah, democracy in its 11th hour, you know?
and, and,
This is
and
bad
purpose.
news.
São Paulo is the biggest city in South America. I think the biggest city. I think we need a little more how to say uh,
Class.
yeah, class. Will be good. Man, yeah. Another thing that I think don't know if you noticed, he was like provoking this. He liked this. He was trying to provoke the other candidate to do something. Uh, it's the call is like uh, the call cut off a little bit. I don't know if you're saying the call.
Yeah, he was
The
trying to provoke. He was trying to provoke the other candidate to what? To do something.
yeah, see, and the people like uh and the other candidates is like uh man, I don't know. They think about it because everything he did is to catch something like this. And I think the like Bolus pay attention in the first thing they try to catch the how to say the document about the employment. So try to catch this the first time Bolus tried in the other day, but to catch the document. That's it. That's was what he he was thinking to do. She
Wait,
was
wait.
like
Sorry. Who? What document? I'm
in
not
another
following at all politics.
oh sorry in another debate. Pablo Marçal was with a document. The employment his employee document, his own employee document in Brazil.
Wait,
Like
Pablo Marcelo is the PCC guy or the fat guy?
I don't know. Man, there's another good stuff to talk because
Oh yeah, we should probably cut that out. I just said fat guy. I think that's
no, no, in
gordo. What is
Brazil,
it? Fat shaming, gordophobia, something like that.
no, no,
Sorry.
no, no,
All
no.
right.
I think the PCC is a complicated stuff because people know that they are like in how to say there is the organization have candidates, the organization has companies, but nobody know. I can say nobody. The population don't know very much where is this company, who are the candidates that works for the organization. It's more complicated. I think it's a more complicated thing too. They made some accusations against everyone in the candidates like Boulos made some accusation to Pablo Marçal. Pablo Marçal did the same accusation about PCC to Nunes, and Nunes did the same accusation. I think it's complicated to know who is telling the truth about, for example, PCC. Who is telling the truth? I have this doubt because I know that the organization is getting, I think, 10 years, more than 10 years until now. The policy and the newspapers say that the organization changed how they act and just not it's not more about drugs, but a different kind of business in São Paulo, in Brazil. That's why it's more complicated thing. I think people say I don't know. I think he made he made his money selling this kind of course in the internet because a lot of people buy it. A lot of people buy that.
Wait, he became rich from being a coach?
But it's not like a traditional coach because people say that he made a lot of million reais selling these courses on the internet, like mentorship, and a lot of there is some. For example, there is one other guy, Elton Euler is a Elton Euler is a like a coach selling his courses on the internet. So another time I look on the YouTube, there's at night 40,000 people watching. And it's a guy that I never knew about it. But I was
Mhm.
another friend told me about it, and it was looking at it for me 4,000 in a live is a lot of person.
Yeah, they're
I think
cleaning. They're cleaning money.
yes,
Oh, I should stop talking before I get it.
no, no, no. I think
Disappear.
it's not. No, because I think this guy is like this coach, 40,000. I think probably my sound in his life more than 100 in
Well,
the
you
and
know
I
that
think,
would be an excellent way to clean money, right?
but I don't know how. Oh,
You just start the course, and well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Besides, I don't want to
no,
get in over my head
yes,
here.
you
Disappear.
remember Lava Jato in Brazil was
Yeah.
there is a lot different things that they use it to clean the money. I remember that The investigation starts about with a car wash, a car wash place that people, and I think the person from the car wash receiving a Land Rover as a gift, as a present, and the investigation started, but with a simple, like a simple thing. But you have a lot of news about the. I don't know if you saw in the news that Deolane is a influencer. There's a lot of influence selling like the bets in the influencing some influence like promoting the bets. Different companies doing bets in Brazil was prohibited. I don't know.
Right.
Let's see if it's like it's a prohibition, but you know you have the caixa from government. You have some you can do your game. You can it's not gambling. How do you say it's gambling? I don't
Gambling,
remember. Gambling.
betting.
The
Boy, it's
government
betting.
have the government has her. There are gambling platforms in the bank caixa that you can do your bets, Mega Sena and other stuff. There is the only one that can hold this in the past this kind of game. And there is other game like Silvio Santos has like a game, but you have like a they say like a is not capitalization ticket. I don't know how to say in English. Like you are like it's a um, like bank. There's some banks that offer something like you pay some amount of money, and it's has like an interest rate, and you can receive the money after the period. It's like it's capital. I don't know how capitalization thing.
I don't know.
But you buy like a ticket. In Silvio Santos, the I think it's one of the he died. There's a great guy in Brazil that hold a television company, and he had like something like gambling, but it's a legal gambling, like a legal game. There is not too much companies that can do this in Brazil. That's you have the jogo do bicho, that's like a different gambling. Rio de Janeiro has a lot of uh, story about this kind of illegal game. And now you have the bets. All the influencers, not all the influencers, a lot of influencers are promoting the bets, and the federal policies look in this guy, trying to understand about the bets. And I think, for example, sometimes we think that you said about, I never thought about like selling course can be a way of cleaning money. I never thought. Let me think about it. I
Well,
never
I
thought
think
about
the idea is when you're trying to clean money, you just have to provide
some
something that can't
facts.
be counted for, right? Like like if I'm selling like pens and I say, that means I have to buy the pens to sell them. But if I'm selling like access to a website, I could say, oh yeah, 1 million people paid to access it. And then how do you disprove that? Right? I mean, sure,
Mm.
you could actually see how many people, and then maybe, yeah. So that's why things like car wash, because the machines are running and you just drive your car through. So they can't
it's,
they can't
it's,
really
it's a
count.
lot. It's a lot of money selling cars. Or like it's a lot of money in car wash company. But million people say 100 million reais in unlaunching one book. It's a lot of money, man.
Well,
One
historically, like
hundred
all
million.
vending machines are notorious for that, right? Usually, I don't know how it is here, but in Canada, all
Uh-huh.
vending machines are owned by criminal rackets. Right? Because then
Mm.
they just take the money and then they say, "Oh yeah, we put Skittles and Pepsi in it," and then they just make fake invoices and they just get all this arcade games are perfect because then they
Mhm.
just yeah, stuff like that. These are all like money laundering rackets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's interesting
I'm
because
sorry,
it's
what's his name? Who are we talking about?
the Pablo Marçal.
Yeah, Pablo Marcelo,
Pablo
não me
Marçal.
mata, tá? Não me
No.
mata, Pablo. Eu sou idiota.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's, I think I never thought about that selling because you in digital you don't have the physical record. You can if you have a good programmer and a good system, you can do a lot of different. You
That's
can
it.
create. You can create in some like you have. I already work with the auditing and software, but you can create something if you have a good programmer. You can create things that other people don't know how to measure, how to
Like a
find it.
gym. A gym would be another good one, right? That's
Uh,
probably why there's so many gyms around here, because
yeah,
people pay them
yeah,
by month, and then they
what the
don't go. Well, whatever. You're cleaning
yeah.
all that money.
It's like multiplicating in every city that I. There's some there are more genes that the the person should go to. There's a lot of different companies.
Yeah, I have a theory on fruit markets too, because I always see these fruit markets around center, and I'm thinking, how are you making money? And it would probably, they'd probably go down there. What's the
I,
name of that place where you buy the fruit? I always forget the name of that place.
the CAGESP,
Yeah, say
like
you go there and then you get and then you get this fake invoice
I
from like,
think we did- I think they need I think the second podcast the federal policy join with us because
yeah,
it's
federal
a
police
lot
has
of
joined the chat.
no,
Oh shit.
man, the CEAGESP, who hold the CEAGESP? The government.
There you go. Well, then you
Yeah.
just go down there and you get like Luis Antonio da Silva Nascimento Barros to write you an invoice for some mangoes that you never bought, right? It's all the paper
Mhm.
trail, right? You never bought the mangoes. These guys will
Yes.
write you an invoice, they don't care. And then you have this
Yes.
store here selling, like half the times you go to these markets and like the fruit is rotten. What's going on here? It's because there's no way
Man,
they pay the bill. Okay?
there was some accusation on the debate about the food from the school in São Paulo. There is some accusation about people deviate money from the like the contracts to provide food for the schools, and this fruits came from small companies, small farms in São Paulo. There is some laws that the politicians create in São Paulo that, for example, 30% of the food needs to be from small farms in São Paulo. There is a contracts with the government running with this. The things that I liked, I think we can. Man, I'm talking too much, but talking too much. I think in the podcast, but I think that I you are talking less than me, but how can I say that? The only thing that I'm liking to I'm it's good to hear in the debates is the accusation because you can I don't buy anything from anyone, but uh every candidate I are telling their truth, and I'm just listening, and I will made my opinion about the subject. I think the good. I was talking to another friend about it. The good thing is let they made some accusation against each other, and we are like just listen, and we you judge each person you judge what candidate is trying to is telling the truth or everyone there is lying. People, I think it's complicated, but the good thing is let they let they uh, speak what they want to speak, and like do this accusation against each other. And for me, it's more most important. Like, let me hear what these guys are saying. Let me hear what the candidate is saying, and I will filter what I think about the all the accusation, all the subject they are talking. I think the good thing is let's like each one is exposing the word exposing someone. That's good for the market. That's I think the only thing good in the debate is like this. Let the everyone expose another, and we can let's, but for example, know a little bit more about each candidate. Yeah. I don't know if it's good. What do you think about it? The
I think
candidate
it's a
exposing
pretty
or not?
bad precedent, right? So at the whole, so it just we become just like gossipy people,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Well,
yes,
what about the
yes.
real issues, right? And
Mm,
next thing you know, you're gonna be like, in 2002, he had sex with a transvestite. Okay,
uh,
interesting, not relevant to the issues at hand, right? It's yeah, I suppose we're not going to be recording or publishing this conversation.
no,
But
no, but I think will be good if some of the candidates stop, like people started doing some accusation. Let's talk about the real issue, like I say.
yeah, but they
Stop
never want to
this
because these
constant.
issues are just a red herring. They're designed to distract us, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Right.
mhm.
That's it. They don't want us to focus on the issues that happen, and they certainly don't want us to act in solidarity. You know,
You,
if we get together, we can become a formidable opposition to the powers that be. But as long as we keep thinking in this binary, are you left or are you right? Which one are
yes,
you? Is it Bolsonaro or is it Lula?
man.
And we love binaries. We can never think beyond the binary, right?
Yes,
It's your
they
black,
love it.
right.
They
You're,
love it.
yeah.
I think they love it. People thinking on left and or thinking I'm from left and you are. Yeah.
Yeah, but
If
we're so
you
limited.
support the right, I don't want to talk to you. And think this way. I think they love it. They love it.
Well, and we're
And
so limited that we can't look beyond a bipolar system, right? It's not
yes,
multipolar, it's bipolar. It's a binary.
it's by
You know, are you a
it's by
man or a woman? Are you gay
yes,
or are you straight? Are you black
yeah,
or are you white? Yeah, are you left or are you right? That's it.
yes.
This is it, right?
And the two
LGBTQ,
things.
how are these under the same umbrella? These people are radically different culturally, right? But they're the
Yeah.
same. They're them, we're us. And so and we love that. But let's not make it too
And
complicated, just the binary. And for that we will always be squabbling, right? And we will never get our act together. And
I think you're right. In two things they are doing: the binary things, the given the population the idea of you need to choose the a side to support, and another thing is the Fabio always told about the hypnosis. The you need to dissuade the attention, the attention, and they are doing good about it because people are talking about the chair, like you started talking, and people are not more talking about the issues that the purpose, all the ideas is not in on discussion anymore. Yeah, it's just left or right, left, right, and the fighting the candidates are doing on debates, and the real issues is being lost. And I think they are all candidates are how to say winning them in this position because uh, the days are passing and you need to wait more 4 years to discuss the real issues. If the debate will win and people will stay in the same on the same place, you can't talk the real issue because they deviate the attention. As you say you said about this binary like setup. They all I think all candidates are doing the same thing. All candidates. You need to choose the side, and there is no discussion about anything. Eh, Any candidates are starting like the real issue. When they are some candidates are alone in an interview, you can hear some purpose, position of purpose. But when the discussion, like I watched some debates from USA, no, not this year, but long time, and I saw that there is more debate about the the how to say the purpose and issues from state for federal government. I hear more things in Brazil. It's less. You can You need to
Well, it is
watch
a
a lot of
fundamentally
debates.
different system, the American and the Brazilian system, but it's just as
Yes.
rotten. And in the United States, and I do think Donald Trump set the tone for all these other subsequent idiots that came along, these populists, uh,
Mhm.
and they really changed the political landscape in a lot of countries because we just really dumbed down the conversation, right? And because somehow that captivates people. This is what I was saying. This is like the 11th hour of democracy. For example, this last debate that happened in the United States, what was the main issue? The main issue. You know, you didn't watch the debates, but you know what the main issue, the takeaway, the most poignant
Mhm.
point made in the debate
Mhm.
was whether or not immigrants are eating the dogs and cats in Wisconsin. That's the
Man.
only thing that matters. We need to get to the bottom of the real issues affecting America. Are
Uh-huh.
they or are they not eating the
Eating,
dogs and
eating
cats?
the pets.
It's hilarious because I am not American and
Yeah.
I am just an arrogant Canadian who looks down on my
It's
southern
another.
neighbors. So I enjoy it.
It,
I enjoy it as I'm
it,
watching them crash and burn, but I know that my country could possibly be next. Uh,
oh,
but it's true. I
we
mean,
have a different
that's the
system.
issue. And the other thing is, nobody even talks about that. Nobody takes a step back, deep breath, looks at themselves in the mirror and say, should this really be the issue at the forefront of the election, whether or
Right.
not the immigrants are eating the dog? No, no, we don't think like that. We just get you dive right in, pick your side.
Yeah.
Do they or do they not eat the cats? It's the stupidest thing ever.
It,
And
it
for
was
some reason, and
an
Brazil
interesting.
followed suit since Bolsonaro, and now you got these idiots. And a lot of other countries have followed in tow. Canada, not quite, but we have our own thing. But Canada, just out of spite, would not follow the United States because we think we're better than them, even though we're not. But it's a
I think
cultural thing. It's like the
uh,
music system, you know? Like we just won't do it.
I think true interesting you say that. First of all, the difference about the system, how the politics is different in Brazil and in USA. I think the how to say is the it's not the system. United States is different. I think that each state is more autonomous than Brazil. Brazil don't have the autonomy. The states is always plugged on the in Brasilia and it's different. And Canada is different from USA because you have as far as I concern, it's different from USA. The organization you have like the Commonwealth and have another. I don't know if Commonwealth will have more influence from UK. I don't know how it's worked from Canada, but it's different from as far as I know. It's different from USA. The organization about the
Sorry, sorry.
country,
I'm
but
sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna edit this part out. Start again. I was zoning out here. Start what? Back it up. I'm sorry. Sorry. Back it up.
no. It's not a problem. I think that two interesting things you say is one that the politics system is different from Brazil and USA, and also I think it's different from Canada to USA. I think I don't know the right name is the system how the governance made how the how to say the representative is totally different. The three countries is different. The organization like you have the Commonwealth have influence from UK. Canada is different for
I think parliamentary. The Commonwealth countries
yes.
tend to have a par. I think they all have parliamentary system. And what's the American?
Brazil you don't have.
Oh, shit.
You
What's the
are
name of it? It's a confederacy. Yeah, I think it's a confederate system or something. Confederacy. Why can't I think
and
of it?
Brazil have
A federal.
like a federal like because the our state's not autonomous like the USA. It's totally different. Uh, you have the part of the taxes collected in São Paulo. You need to send it to Brasilia. You know the federal government. I think Brazil Brazil is a big country that's works like a small country like Sweden, like Brazil acts like a small country. Brazil holds a lot of power in Brazil, but you have a continental, like a big country. In USA, you have in Brazil, you have a big country that works like a in politics in politics science. You say uh, state city. I don't remember the term, but Brazil acts like a small state. Like in US is you have 50 states, but each state has like a more autonomous the judiciary than the representatives have more power than the federal. In Brazil is I
Yeah,
think it's not.
that's a confederacy
Yes,
system that where the United States, because that's one thing. But I mean, in many respects, it's similar to the American system. Well, the Brazilian system. In fact, the Brazilian was modeled after the American one, but
yes,
here you have
but it's
more power awarded or concentrated in the federal, and then they in turn dictate, how the states are to act.
yeah,
But the
Brazil
United
try
States,
to
yeah,
imitate.
the presumption
They
is to give the states the autonomy, and then
but
that's
Brazil I think they try to imitate, but it doesn't work. The like this
but
autonomy.
American was the first one. So basically every country that has a president is some degree
Yes,
modeled after. Um, but yeah, that's one thing about America that people often overlook. It's much like Europe is carved up and divided into individual countries. To
I
a
think
degree,
the
to a much lesser degree, it's like that in the United States. The state has its own economy, its own government, but they have
your audio is
a
more.
federal government, just like European Union, European Union, and European countries are, but they all have limited autonomy over
Oh, the
the
audio. I think the problem
hopefully
we have some problem with the audio. I have some problem with yeah. I don't know about my audio, but your is more like oh my goodness, was more clear now. Is more uh, it's more complicated to understand. Let's try again. But I
yeah,
think
no, it's
yeah, I mean, 30 minutes is a lot of minutes. It's a lot of minutes to process, and but you can talk this. You can try to do a second about this difference. I think it's good to talk the
oh yeah, well,
difference.
let's talk about it.
Let's try a second about the because as Brazilians likes to compare different in USA they do better than us. In Canada is better than us. In UK is better, but you need to discuss. You can discuss the difference about the Brazilian system, US system, and Canada. I think it will be good because people think that similar, like it's work similar, but it's not. I think it's not. As far as I read and I search about it, it's the dynamics different. In Brazil, we have a lot of power in Brazil, a lot of power that I think other countries doesn't have the same thing.
It's probably better to be honest.
You think
Yeah,
to what to concentrate the power is better? I don't
I
know.
think so.
Yes,
All
let's talk about
right.
it. Let's talk about it. Sometimes I think because I studied with a professor that just a minute that the share power is better because you if you have like a tyrant, it's like a tyranno, how to say a dictator. If he hold the power, you are fucked. It's better to
That is
share.
true.
Yeah.
But there's the other side too. That you have. Well, whatever. I'm not going to spill the candy now. Save that thing for the next time. No, this was good. I think this is more of that. I think that if we're going to do video, your camera is good. You need to use your phone camera, right?
Oh, I have some difficulty to understand
Oh, I
the
was
audio.
saying, I think this was a pretty good.
Use the video.
No, no, it was a good like test run, right? But we can use it. But I would say that your camera is not very good. You know?
No, that's camera from the laptops
Yeah.
is
So next
terrible.
time, but you have a better
Prefer to
camera,
use the
right?
cell phone.
You have a
That's
better.
You can try using the self.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Right.
I'm just using my cell phone camera. So like, I mean, I don't know, I don't know if you can extract any good points from this, but you can edit it up and make it look good. But
Yes. I think the result will be just audio because I set up just an audio.
all right, all right.
Let's see. It's the first time that I'm recording with video. The first time. I don't know if it will be available with video because I clicked on the option just audio because the other that I did with Fabio Puentes and Marcio was just audio. We are not using the video. That's the
Okay.
first time. Let's see what happened. Hope thing will be good and the audio will be good to share.
All
Let's
right.
try.
Sounds good.
Man, I will stop that part, and I will. The kids are going to
Sleep. Yeah, me
go in
too.
bed.
I'm tired, man. It's already 11:30. I'm going to bed. All right, you take
You're
care. Take care.
you're
Bye bye.
you. No. Let me just stop here. You look younger than me because man, I'm just tired because yesterday was terrible.